Okay, so now we can look into a few of the continental islands. The first one, it is British Isles. The British Isles are a group of islands off the northwest coast of continental Europe, and you can see over here. So this part, okay, which all countries come over here? You can see Scotland, England, Wales, and you can see Ireland. So the whole thing together, it makes up the British Isles. Okay, and along with that, almost around 6,000 smaller islands, these smaller islands come together to form the British Isles. So they include Great Britain, Ireland, a small number of smaller islands, and there are more than 6,000 islands in the group, and the largest two being the Great Britain and Ireland. So this is the Great Britain. You can see the whole thing, that is Scotland, England, and Wales together forms the Great Britain, and this is the Ireland. Okay, Northern and the Republic of Ireland put together forms the Ireland. And the Great Britain is to the east and covers almost 83,698 square miles, and Ireland is to the west and it covers about 32,589 square miles. So the largest of the other islands are to be found in Shetland, Hebrides, then Orkney, etc. And the islands are at relatively low altitudes, and with central Ireland and southern Great Britain particularly low lying. Though the fauna is poorer than the mainland, there are representatives of all main classes of vertebrates. A few, you can see a few of the examples given, like from fishes, cobitids, cyprinids, percids, perches. Okay, then pikes are a few examples. Then amphibians, the tailed and the tailless amphibians are found. Then salamanders, frogs, and toads. Then from reptiles, lizards and snakes are found. Then apes, several species of birds are reported from British Isles. And from mammals, all these examples given over here. Nothing unique, and usually this maybe because of the temperate climate, the what you call species diversity is comparatively less. Now, next one we have is the New New Guinea, and it is actually an island located north of Australia, and it is the world's second largest island. And you can see over here. So this is Australia, right? And this is situated north of Australia. Okay, so this is the island over here, New Guinea, an enlarged one. Now here we have a tropical climate with dense forests and high mountains. This island is separated from Australian mainland when the area now known as Torres Strait flooded after the last glacial period. In the sense, Australia and New Guinea was almost together, joined via a land connection, but that land connection, it got flooded, and that is now known as Torres Strait. Okay, so here the Australian island and New Guinea was connected, and now we have a Torres Strait in between. Okay, in between these two mainlands. Okay. Now it has a very rich biodiversity with 5 to 10% of the total species on the planet. 195 mammalian species are endemic to the island. So almost 5 to 10% of the total species in the world reported it is found in this particular small island. Okay. Now regarding the fauna, from the freshwater fishes, very few freshwater fishes are found. But amphibians, frogs, almost 400 species of frogs are found. Mainly the colubrid snakes from the reptile side. Then 650 species of apes are found. Examples like cassowary, parrots, different kinds of bowerbirds, birds of paradise are found in this particular island. From mammalia, 284 species are found, and most of the Australian species are found here, like the tree kangaroos, like Goodfellow spray kangaroo, Huon tree kangaroo. Then we have echidna, the long-beaked echidna, then wallaby, opossums, possums, and all these, whatever is found in Australia, it is found in New Guinea. Okay, because they had been together through land connections, connected by land connections. Now, next we have is Tasmania. Tasmania is yet another like island off the coast, Australia. You can see this is Australia, and we have on the southern south of the eastern side we have the Tasmania. Okay, it is located almost 240 kilometers south of the eastern side of the continent, separated from the mainland by Bass Strait. Okay, here it is Bass Strait, BASS, and it has an area of 68,401 square kilometers, and it is believed that the island was connected to the mainland until the end of the last glacial period, almost 10,000 years ago. And Tasmania is a rugged island of temperate climate. So here we can see this is the New Guinea and this is the Tasmania. Okay, here we had the tropical type of climate, but here what happens is it is almost closer to the southern pole, so we have a temperate type of climate. Okay. Now, the faunal species represented includes galaxids species, then frogs from the amphibia, lizards and elapid snakes from reptilia, then honey eaters, then yellow-throated honey eater, black-headed honey eater, strong-billed honey eater, so different kinds of honey eaters. Then old world flycatchers, etc., are found in the Tasmanian island. Then from mammalia, we have monotremes as well as marsupials like echidna, platypus, then rodents, bats, etc., are found in the Tasmania. Okay. Now, next one is the Indonesian archipelago. You can see over here the like Oriental region. Okay, you have like Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, and all these over here. And this one is like the Indonesian archipelago, and here we have the Australia and New Guinea. Okay, so here you can see the Indonesian archipelago. It is the world's largest archipelago with at least 17,508 islands. It is formed of 17,508 islands, and it is the world's largest archipelago. And it has a tropical climate. It is towards the what you call Tropic Cancer. We have the tropical climate, and after Brazil, this is the second highest level of biodiversity found. Okay, this is a place where you can find the second highest level of biodiversity after Brazil. And its flora and fauna, it represents a mixture of Oriental and Australian species. Okay, since it is almost in between the Oriental region as well as the Australian region, here you can see a mix-up of Australian and you can see the clear map. Okay, so almost the this is where okay. So this is where we have the what you call the Wallace line. Okay, and this Wallace line, it separates the Australian region from Oriental region. You can see the Indonesian islands, they are actually spreading over these two regions. Okay, so it is a mix-up of Asian, that is Oriental, as well as the Australian species, faunal species. Okay, now once it was linked to the Asian mainland, the islands of Sunda Shelf, that is, you can see Sumatra, you have Java, then you have Borneo, okay, and Bali. Okay, so Sumatra, Java, Bali, and Borneo. So all these were actually connected to the Asian mainland, okay, and they have all these islands do have actually faunal composition similar to that is found found on the Asian region. Okay, so here we can see a large species like tiger, rhinoceros, orangutan, elephant, leopard. They were all abundant in Bali region. Okay, now their number has dwindled, has gone down, but all these were present. All these represent almost resemble the species in Asian region. Okay, forests cover almost 60% of the islands. In Sumatra and Kalimantan, this is the Kalimantan region. Okay. Sumatra and Kalimantan, they are predominantly Asian species. Okay, however, the forests are smaller and more densely populated. Java have largely been removed for human habitation and agriculture. There has been a huge amount of deforestation for various purposes. Okay, now Sulawesi, here you can see Sulawesi, it is otherwise known as syllabus. Okay, Sulawesi. Then here you can see the Maluku, then Tenggara, and you have the Nusa Tenggara region, and you can see here. Okay, so Nusa Tenggara, Sulawesi or Celebes, and Maluku. These regions have been separated from the continental landmass and have developed their own unique flora and fauna. Okay, Papua New Guinea was part of the Australian landmass, but now it is home to unique fauna and flora and closely related to those of Australia, including over almost 600 bird species. Indonesia is second only to Australia in its degree of endemism, and nearly 26% of the birds and 39% of mammals reported here are endemic to these regions. Okay, so I hope it is clear. It is an archipelago. It is composed of almost 17,000 plus what you call islands. Okay, so these are the bigger ones like Sumatra, Java, Bali, Lombok. We have Celebes, Kalimantan, Maluku. All these are the larger ones. Okay, here even Papua also. Okay, Papua is a part of the Papua New Guinea, and so all these are the actually Indonesian archipelago. Okay, now the next one we have is the New Zealand. New Zealand is you can see. So this is what they call Australia, and New Zealand. You can see where it is located. This is Tasmania. Yeah, this is New Guinea. This is Papua region, and here you have the New Zealand. Okay, so this is the New Zealand. New Zealand is composed of actually a big like this is the South Island and this is the North Island. Okay, and this North Island is a little more tropical, while South Island is a little more temperate. Okay, so it is composed of two main land masses situated in the southwestern Pacific Ocean, the North Island and the South Island, and numerous smaller islands. And you can see many smaller islands like Stewart Island. Then here you can see smaller islands, Three Kings Island. There are plenty. Okay, so these all these together forms the New Zealand, and because of it has been isolated for a long period of time from the rest of the world, and hence New Zealand has a very unique kind of flora and fauna. Uh, Descended from the Gondwana wildlife arrived by it could be we can see that there have been plenty of unique species reported from this particular land. So New Zealand's forests were inhabited by a diverse range of megafauna, including flightless moas. They are extinct. Then 5 species of kiwis, then takahi, kakapo, all endangered by human actions. Kiwi is an endemic species, and you can see a few of the New Zealand animals over here. You can see the kiwi over there. Then the unique flying birds include haas, eagle. Then we have, yeah, you can see the kakapo here. Sorry. Here you can see kakapo. Here you can see kia, right? Then wood swallow, falcon. So all these are unique, and this kiwi. Okay, all these are unique over here. Then from reptiles, you can see the tuatara, the spinoda. Okay, this is again, it is like unique on New Zealand. It isolated distribution when we studied. This is what we studied that tuatara is present only on New Zealand islands. Then we have geckos and skinks. You can see the geckos and skinks. Okay, New Zealand representatives from reptiles. Then there are 4 endemic species of primitive frogs. Snakes are altogether absent, and there is only one venomous spider, the katipo, which is rare and restricted to coastal regions. And there are many endemic species of insects, including the vita, a species of which may grow as large as a house mouse. So it is a species of insect. Right? So these are unique on New Zealand. And now the species are dwindling. It is because of the human activities, hunting and other kinds of pressure from introduced animals. Okay. Now next one we have is Madagascar. Okay, before we go, Madagascar, it is off the coast of Africa. Okay, it is on the southern side, southeastern side of Africa. It is in Indian Ocean, and you can see this is the larger version. You can see here it is in Indonesia, Indian Ocean. Okay, it is an island in the Indian Ocean off the southeastern coast of Africa. It has an area of about 240,000 square miles, and it is the fourth largest island in the world. And as seen, it actually provides a habitat for more than 5% of the world flora and fauna, and of which more than 80% of the species are endemic. 80% endemism it is found in Madagascar, and it has been separated from the main island for a very long period of time, and hence it do have a very unique mix of like plant and animal species, and many of them it is found nowhere else in the world. Okay, now next one we have is you can see Madagascar animals, right? Okay, we'll continue later. So here you can see all the unique Madagascar animals.